Talk to us about time at WAFA, right? Now you say at 9 years.
Yeah,
that's
no,
when
11.
11.
Yeah, that's when I moved.
What were the first days at the academy like, and who are some of the guys that you went to meet at the academy when you went out?
Yeah, well, I went to the academy the same day with Simone Boatin. You know, I was playing Apoel Tel Aviv, but
Yeah.
I met Gideon Weja.
Emmanuel Boatin, who plays in China now?
No, in Israel. Yeah.
Okay, yes.
And I met Gideon Weja, Samuel Tete.
Oh.
Yeah. So these are.
Oh, you were all brought in the same year group?
No. I mean Gideon Weja and Samuel Tete
were your seniors when you got there?
Yes, but I went there with Simone Boatin, Charles Boatin. Yeah.
That's group.
Yeah, that's group.
Interesting. Let me read a few messages coming through. We'll continue the conversation in a bit. People have so many questions for you. I'm surprised. This one here says, good morning, Ketia. Happy New Year to you and your team. Good motivational video to begin with. This one says, this one's from El Zatu from Kaswa. Says, I want you to tell Majeed Ashimeru I'm a real fan and wishing him more wins for the future. This one here also coming from Junior Maker, says watching you live, proud of you. This one is from Facts from Tema, says ask Majeed about his midfield partner at WAFA. That midfield duo was too good. No team could dominate them at Sogakope. This one's from Wagner the captain from Mamobi, says I'm really enjoying the program. Tell Majeed we are really proud of him and we pray he goes higher. Now that he's doing well, we pray that he will stay injury free. This one's from Muntari Tunga from Dansuman. Says tell Ashimeru that I'm one strong fan of his and I really love his play. This one says we'll be glad to meet him in person. Abu from Tamale says I like Majeed from the first time I saw him playing. I love him and I want to be his friend. Hey Charlie, you see they play football, you want to be his friend. Is that how they do it? This one here is from Nafti from Fadama. Says I love the way Ashimeru talks. This one's from Maestros 11 of Mamobi. I don't know if do you know Maestros 11?
I know them.
It's a Colts team?
No, they are my friends.
Oh, okay. They are, like a support group?
No, it's not a support group. It's like the same age mates with me that they play in Mamobi. So
Maestros 11 says proud of you, Majeed. So respectful and down to earth, always with us. Not the money you give us, but the love you show when representing us. Big up, Strong Tower owner Makusa. Oh, so Makusa, you know Makusa?
Yeah, I know Makusa.
Nice one. This one here says Ashimeru, the senior of Kudus Mohammed of Ajax and junior to Kasim Prosper. We Zongo Mamobi wish you all the best. Go higher, you're blessed. This one says big ups Maker, your boy Abora. Okay. This one says I pray he becomes the best of all. I know he doesn't recognize me, but I wish him all the best. This is his junior sis, Aisha Soa. Charlie, your fans plenty. Hey, we are only 19 minutes into the show and messages are coming from everywhere. Now, tell me about WAFA, right? For the longest of time, they've played the best football in this country. They've graduated some of the best footballers out of this country. What about the academy made it such a special place for guys like you, Samuel Tete, Waja and co?
Yeah, I would say, the facilities and the coaches we have in WAFA. They are coaches that, they have their own scholarship and everything, and they understand football. It's not like the coach from, it's not like the coaches from Coast. You know, these coaches from Coast, they just love the football, and they didn't have the chance to go more to learn more about football. They just love it, and I would say big thanks to them because they love it and they try to help us as much as they can because they didn't have all the facilities. But and also in WAFA, you have these facilities. You have coaches from outside coming to teach you what football is about. You learn on the field and also outside the field. You know, so these are a little bit different that made we a bit different than the other teams.
How do you balance education and football at the academy? And one question, are the footballers really interested in the education bit, or most of them just do it because you are compelled to do it because you're in the academy?
No, most. I have one friend in. I had one friend in WAFA.
Yeah.
He was like we call him professor because he love education. He plays. He goes. He have time for training after training, he takes his book, he read. I mean, so there are people like that in the academy, and there are people also like we that are not really more into education or something like that. But in WAFA, it's compulsory to go to school after training. So we go to training at 6, and by 8 we are done. Then we have to get ready for school. So this is how we.
I mean, how much of a better person did the education make you? I'm sure that now that you are a professional, you've played up in the top leagues of Europe, you've played against top women, you look back and say, wow, if it was not for the academy, I wouldn't have been able to do this. I mean, what are some of the good things that being in the academy have helped you with now that you are playing pro?
Yeah, like for instance, the first, like me moving to Europe, when we were like 12, 10 years, we already started going outside the country. We go to play. We go there for tournament and everything. So we know how Europe looks like. And if you compare me to other guy that has never been to the academy, when he's moving to Europe, it's going like, I mean, everything is going to be new for him.
Yeah.
But for me, you have to adapt everything. But for me, I know how the weather is, how everything looks like, the food and everything. So these are small things that the academy will give you. That when you're outside,
you won't get that from coach. Who was your best player at the WAFA level when you were there?
Gideon Waja.
Gideon Waja.
Yeah.
Wow, it's crazy. Gideon Waja, last time I checked, he went to Canada, and then he went to Tanzania, I think.
Yeah.
I mean, if you think about it like that, how come that some of the players that you people think are the most talented don't end up with some of the biggest teams? Example, a guy like Waja.
No, I would say everything is God and the right step. I mean, and there are people who move on the right steps, and there are people who wouldn't move on the right steps. I mean, maybe they have some problems, or I would say I would just say it like that. But for me, Gideon Waja it's someone everywhere I go I try to mention his name, because when I first moved to WAFA, he was like my school father. You know what I mean? So and later people thought we are brothers.
Oh.
From the way we,
yeah.
I mean,
a lot of pictures with the two of you together.
Every time, because I mean, and even the year that I played, the last year I played for WAFA, I mean, Waja was I think the best player for the team, because
I can testify to that.
Because he understands whatever we are doing, and in that group he was the only senior in that group, so we all try to respect him as much as we can, because he knows everything we are doing on the pitch. He tried to talk to us when things are not going on our side.
Yeah. Interesting.